What's up guys, Top Tier Yu-Gi-Oh here, and today I just want to share some really awesome and fun Burning Abyss Salamangreat combos, which probably sounds crazy, but the premise behind this is that MirageStallio, Dante, and Cherubini all require the same material, just 2 level 3 monsters. And so that means with Burning Abyss monsters you can go into some Salamangreat plays, or with Salamangreats you can get into some Burning Abyss plays. And so that allows for some really interesting synergy. And so in this video, I'm just going to show you what happens when you draw both of those engines together, because that enables some amazing plays. And now if you guys are interested in the deck profile, I have been working on this for a while now, and so if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and like this video or let me know in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll get to working on that deck profile. But let's go ahead and get into these combos. Alright, so for this first combo, we're going to be ending on Sunlight Wolf, Beatrice, with either of the Salamangreat spell or traps, either Rage or Roar, and then a Gazelle in our hand for a follow-up play on the next turn. So obviously a really cool play, and all we need for it is a Gazelle, Fiendish Rhino Warrior, and any level 3 special summonable monster. It can be a Burning Abyss, it can be a Instant Fusion, a Psychic Wheeler, anything. But I'm just going to use Burning Abyss monsters for these examples. So let's go ahead and get into it. So again, starting with these 3 cards, what we're going to do first is normal summon the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Then we special summon our level 3 monster. Again, it can be, Burning Abyss, it can be anything. Doesn't really matter, so we special summon that. Next, we link both of these into a Cherubini. And this is kind of the main point of the play, the major critical part of it. And then what we do is activate the Fiendish Rhino Warrior's effect to send Graph to the graveyard, and then Graph's effect will special summon a Seer. Summon Seer in the link point, obviously, to keep it from blowing itself up later. And again, this is a major part of the combo. All of them kind of funnel into this point, and if you can get to this point and still have the Gazelle in your hand, you're in a very good position. Because what we're going to do from here is activate Cherubini's effect to send Spinny to the graveyard. So we send Spinny to the grave, and that's going to trigger our Gazelle. So now we special summon Gazelle, and with Gazelle we're going to send one of the Salamangreat spell or traps. I generally like this in Rage, but you can also send Roar. Both are good in different situations, but I like Rage. Now what we do is we revive the Spinny, now that we control a Salamangreat that's not Spinny. And we are going to overlay the Seer and the Spinny. This just keeps the Spinny from getting banished. So we overlay both of those for a Dante. You can use Dante's effect if you like, but generally at this point there isn't very much that you can mill that's helpful. And so I tend to not use it just because it just wastes your index resources a lot of the time and just gives your opponent more information. That's not really important for this combo. Next, what we do is we link the Gazelle into a Baylynx. Baylynx effect triggers, adding Sanctuary to our hand. Now we're going to link the Dante and the Cherubini away for really any fire link monster. Nightmare Phoenix is a very common one. So now Dante and Seer activate. Seer's going to bring back the Dante. Dante's going to add back the Seer. Doesn't matter where you summon the Dante. So now our hand is Seer Sanctuary. Next what we do is we link summon the Phoenix and the Baylynx for a Sunlight Wolf. Activate our Sanctuary. Then reincarnate, link summon another Sunlight Wolf. Now we can use Sunlight Wolf's effect to add back the spell or trap that we sent. So we can add back the Rage. Now we can discard or send Seer to the graveyard to summon Beatrice. That triggers the Sunlight Wolf's effect, allowing us to add back the Gazelle. Then we can set the Rage and win the game. So this is a really cool combo, I think, because you're ending on 2 disruptions. You have Beatrice with floats. Dante's going to add some things back to your hand. You have a Baylynx in graveyard to protect your Sunlight Wolf. So you have a lot of defensive potential. And then on your next turn, again, you have the Gazelle to kind of start your plays up. You have Spinny in the graveyard. And you have a Beatrice, so that can also set you up. So if it's obvious that your opponent's not going to kill you, you can dump a Jaguar. That's going to help you on your next turn. You can send a Skarm, add a Tour Guide, do some other plays like that on your next turn with Tour Guide plus Gazelle. So there's a lot of really cool follow-ups that you can do with this play. And I think it's generally better than most standalone Burning Abyss or standalone Salamangreat combos. So very good play. Let's go ahead and get into the second one. Alright, so for this next combo, it's very similar, but we're going to be ending on Sunlight Wolf, Beatrice, and then any rank 4 monster. I personally like Abyss Dweller because I think it's amazing in a couple of different matchups. And then again, we're still going to have the Gazelle in our hand for a follow-up play on the next turn, a loaded graveyard, so they have to break this board or we probably kill them. So let's go ahead and get into that combo. Alright, so for this combo, we need Gazelle, Fiendish Rhino Warrior, and then 2 level 3 special summoning monsters, which I know it sounds crazy that it's a 4-card combo, but if you think about it in terms of the numbers of these cards that you can play, you can be playing like a maximum of probably 9 Gazelles if you wanted to. 3 Gazelles, 3 Circles, 3 Signet Mining, if you wanted to, but that's just, a maximum. You can play Fiendish Rhino Warrior at 3, a Tour Guide, and then Graph can also function as the exact same role. And so, that's at least 5 copies of that. And then these level 3 monsters can just depend on how you build your deck, but assuming you play, 3 Farfa, 3 Skarm, and all the other ones, plus other level 3 extenders, you can be playing, at least 10 other copies of this. And so even though this is a 4-card combo, it's not necessarily that hard to get into, and I think it's relatively consistent. But the other combo is, obviously more consistent, but this is like the nut hand. So let's go ahead and get into that. It starts off in a very similar fashion. You normal summon the Rhino Warrior, special summon whatever monster you have, link both of these into Cherubini. Fiendish Rhino Warrior is going to dump Graph, which special summons Seer. Now from here, again, you're going to use Cherubini's effect. You're going to send Spinny to the graveyard. That triggers Gazelle. And then you can revive the Spinny. And then you can also special summon your, whatever other monster. If it is a Burning Abyss, you do have to summon it to the zone that is pointing to Cherubini. This just keeps them from blowing each other up. Overlay both of these for, like I said, Dante, and then we overlay these for MirageStallio. And it doesn't matter what you overlay for what. The only thing that matters is that the Seer is with the Dante. That way they both hit the grave at the same time, allowing you to activate both their effects in a chain. That's the only thing that matters. So in terms of like the sequencing in the placement on the field, you just need to make Dante in this zone, you need to make it with the Seer, and then nothing else matters. So just keep that in mind. And the reason we do it like this is because Cherubini being on the field is the only point in this combo that we have 2 links pointing down. So we have to make both of them now. And then also, after we activate Stallio's effect, we won't be able to use any of the Burning Abyss effects. And so we have to use them first. And so from here, we link the Dante and the Cherubini into a Power Code Talker. This is kind of like the only shitty card that you have to play to enable these, but it is what it is. And that's just why we have to summon the Dante here, because Power Code Talker points to the same zone. And so if we summon the Dante in this place and we have Stallio sitting here, it kind of gets in the way. And so now we're going to activate Dante and Seer effects. Dante add back Seer to hand. Seer bring back the Dante, summon the Dante anywhere. Now we're going to make Beatrice by discarding the Seer. So we have to make this in this zone. If the Stallio was in this zone, we wouldn't be able to do that because Power Code Talker only points here. What we could do in a different case is summon the Power Code Talker in the other extra monster zone, and then we could just do it like that, which works. But I'm assuming you don't have the ability to do that like if you went second. You don't always get to do that, and so I just want to focus on, if you couldn't. But if you have the ability to when you're going first, then yeah, you can just summon the Power Code Talker over here and open up another zone. But just keep that in mind. And so from this point in the combo, something I forgot to mention earlier, I just realized it, is when we summon the Gazelle, you have to dump Jack Jaguar to the graveyard. That's very important. I forgot it in this video, but don't forget it when you're playing this. Gotta dump the Jack Jaguar. And so now from this point, what we do is activate Stallio's effect, and then we're going to special summon Falco. Doesn't matter where it goes. Now we link the Stallio and the Power Code Talker for Sunlight Wolf. Now we're going to shuffle back the Stallio into the extra deck to revive the Jack Jaguar. That triggers Sunlight Wolf to add Gazelle back to our hand. And then we overlay for the Abyss Dweller. So again, very powerful combo. This is gonna floodgate a lot of decks out of the game. This is another form of disruption, can also help you set up for the follow-up play by sending like a Scarm. Dante can add something back, so then you're gonna end up with Tour Guide, Burning Abyss, and Gazelle in hand, again enabling some really powerful plays. Or if that doesn't happen and you just have Gazelle, you still have Gazelle with Spinny and Jaguar Engrave, which is game usually. And so this is very hard to play through and sets you up for a very powerful second turn. So that's one of the main reasons that I love doing these combos. But alright guys, that is it for this combo video. I just wanted to show you some of my favorite plays that you can make with this deck. And if you guys are once again interested in it, let me know in the comment section or just like this video, and I'll be sure to start working on that deck profile relatively soon. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm trying to change that and start uploading more frequently once again, because I do miss uploading to YouTube. And so thank you guys so much for the support, and I will see you guys in the next video.